Hello, everybody. We're just going to wait a few minutes and hope that people find us. And actually, maybe I will open up the chat. And we'll just make sure that this is live. Kevin's just checking, I think, right now. Welcome to the May 2025 live release video. We're going to create a card using this month's release. And it is for the Best Day Ever release. It's based off of the movie Tangled. Is it live, Kev? Yep. We're good? Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to go over the products. So we have, this is our 6x8 stamp set called Best Day Ever. We have Rapunzel, and of course you have to have her frying pan, her paintbrush, the lanterns, the glowing lanterns. We have Flynn Rider, Mother Gothel, the adorable Pascal, and then we have Rapunzel swinging from her hair, and then we have some really cute sentiments that we'll pick one today to use. There is also coordinating dies. Do you have the coordinating dies over there, Kev?
I'm just missing the lantern.
I do. I have the sample packaging, so obviously yours will be lovely packaged, and then so that's the coordinating outline dies, and then we have the tower builder. This builds the tower. You can do some really fun techniques with that. There is 3 tree shapes. We have like a pine tree and then 2 leafy trees, and they're coordinating, I don't know what you call it, trunks of the trees. And then this goes with the balcony with the tower. And then we have our stencil, and all of our stencils are made to fit with the Sizzix. So I don't know if you've seen that Sizzix stamp platform. You can put your stencil in and it holds it in place. But this is the, what is it? The floral...
Tangled
floral stencil. So that's the name of that. So hello, Joyce. Hello, Anne. Is that Anne or is that you, Kevin?
That's Anne.
That's Anne. Okay. Perfect. So image I want to color this month is Rapunzel swinging from her hair. I'm just going to put that on here. So yeah, I kind of have an idea for the card. I want to have Rapunzel, and I want to make a slider card where she slides down the card, maybe. We'll see if I can manage that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe mixed media background. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's get into, let me know what you think of that. But in the meantime, let's get into the coloring. So I am going to start with skin. I always like to start with my skin. And I am going to start with E04. And I'm going to color in all the areas I feel would be the darkest. So along her hairline. And I'm doing a very fine line with the E04. This is, I always say, is kind of like when you're building a house, you start with the foundation. When you coloring skin, you're starting with your E04, which is like your foundation, and everything you build off of that, every step you take is going to be building off of what we colored with the E04. So I'm going to do corner of the eyes, or like crease of the eyes, I should say. And let's go down the side of her face just a bit. And her neck, hands, and then we will do her legs. Yes, Annie says, if you're here, give us a hello. So that was E04. Now I'm going to go to E11, and I'm just going to go over top of what I've done and slowly thicken that line. Extend that line.
Wyoming Whips says hello or hi.
Hello. Is that Wyoming work in
I
progress?
believe so. Mike says this is still commenting this. And Stephanie Gardo.
Oh, hello. How are you? We were just chatting. All right. So I'm just going to continue with the E11. All right. Perfect, perfect. I'm excited to do a slider card. I have not done a slider card in, it's been a couple of years, I think. E21 is our next color. This line I'm going to thicken a little more. Sorry if you can hear that. My dog is making a nest. All right, so E2, 1. All right, E00 is our next color. So what's everybody doing this weekend? It is Friday, yay! So with E00, I'm going to go a little thicker, and I'm also going to close off around the eyes, leaving some white. Color in the rest of her hand. Slowly working down the legs here. Okay. Rainy day. Oh, yeah. Is it supposed to rain tomorrow, Joyce? E000 is our next color. Hoping only tomorrow it's going to rain because I would like to work in the garden. So for the E000, I'm just kind of go in some circle motions, blending out. And as soon as I see it start to blend, I'm going to stop. I don't want to over blend my coloring. Color in the rest of her legs. Then I'm going to go in with E000 and fill in the center of her face.
Trace says it's supposed to be raining
Okay. Just going to blend up near the top of her forehead a bit more. Get the nice smooth blend. Then I'm going to go in with our 20. We're going to add some rosy cheeks. Might add a little bit of, if I can find my R22, just at the top, right here. Then go back to my R20 to soften. And then I'm going to go in with 000, E000. Just to soften that so it doesn't look like she has like a 5 o'clock shadow. I am going to go with the E04 color in her tongue. And then using my colorless blender, I'm going to just push that out to create a highlight. Like so. All right, so let's do some hair. She's got lots of hair to work with. So I think I am going to go with E55. I'm going to start with that. 55, 53, and 51. And just a little bit of E57. So I'm going to save the E57. Actually, I'm going to go for it with E57 and just be very careful. I don't want to overuse this because I want her to kind of have blonde hair. But obviously, blonde hair has darker spots, so we want to create some depth and dimension, so we got to use it somewhere. So E57, then I'm going to go to E55 and extend out those lines. And E53. And then E51. I'm going to go back to my E55. And just a little bit of E57. All right. Okay, with the E57, I'm going to continue on over here. And we'll add just a few lines here and there. She is coming to life. Does anyone else here really love this movie? It's right up there with one of my favorite animated Disney movies. I love Tangled. I know unpopular opinion, but I still do love Frozen. Um, I love Wreck-It Ralph. I love.
Your mom's watching.
Oh, hi, mom and dad. Everybody say hi to my mom and dad. I'm trying to think why I'm missing movies. What are other movies that I really like, Kev? The Disney ones.
Atlantis.
Oh yeah, we just watched Atlantis actually. Was that when your mom was here or my mom was here, Kev? I think it was my mom.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that movie in years. Going in with E55. Sorry, I've stopped saying what I'm doing. E53. And then E51. She has got some serious hair. Oh, Meet the Robinsons. See, that movie I think I've only seen once or twice. I know you've seen it a pile of times, Anne. But I think I was in high school when that movie. Oh my gosh, I know what my other one I'm not thinking of. Princess and the Frog. I love that one. Felt like Disney finally came back from. Oh, and Little Mermaid. How can I not say the Little Mermaid? It's another one of my. Love Little Mermaid. I like both the animated and the live action. The other one that's animated movie, it's not Disney, but it brings me back to my childhood, is Land Before Time. And that's the first movie I ever saw in the theater. I remember my mom took me, and it was the scene where I think it was like sea turtles. It's right in the opening of it, and there's like the sea turtles. And I remember pretending to swim. I was sitting on the chair, pretending to swim in the chair with my belly on the chair, and my mom kept on pulling me up, making me sit. Yeah, there was some good movies in the 80s, 90s, and then some in the early two. Well, not really. There was a few good ones in the early 2000s, and then it kind of got bad. Then they got better. So I'm using E57, just doing my all the nooks and crannies. Oh, Coco, yes, that's a good one. Coco, Moana. Brave. Incredibles. Can't forget that one. We just finished our Incredibles retreat. Was that last weekend or the weekend before? I can't remember anymore. Oh, hi, Susan. How are you? E53. So what's everybody's plans this weekend? I don't know if we ever finish talking about that. I'm thinking after this live, I deserve a Dairy Queen. I don't know, Anne. What do you think? Just going in with E5-7. I'm doing good. I think I'm having some allergies or something. My eyes have been very watery today. Not working. Yes. Yay. I'm hoping to get some serious gardening. And I have to clean. And I gotta groom my dogs actually. They need some grooms. So I'm gonna do that. Yes. Are you surprised, Anne? Oops. Go in. I know. Did you try the strawberry cheesecake Blizzard or yeah, Blizzard, Anne? Because I just saw that today advertised.
Sorry, I'll start reading on this one. Joy says Kevin is not a good assistant. Stephanie says there's a couple new blizzards, I think.
Yeah, there's like a rainbow confetti or something, and
Susan says, laugh out loud, Joyce. Not a very good text replier, too.
oh,
Once, like ever in my life, Susan.
but if you don't respond to him, it's we hear about it. Am I right, Susan? So E5-7, E5-5. Yeah, if you love hair, this is the release for you. E5-3. You know what I have to do, and I didn't color yet? I didn't color her eyes, do the blue of her eyes like I normally do.
Susan LMAO'd. Anne said, yes, we tried it. I liked it. I think there's another new one, but I forget what it was. LOL. Susan says, exactly.
Let's see. Let's do, I want to color the blue of her eyes before I forget. I'm just going to find, I'm going to go in with a little bit of B66. This is going to be quite dark. So B66.
Joy says, and we know Annie loves hair. And Annie says, Shannon wants you to know he's watching.
Oh, hi, Shannon, or Shannon. B63. That's what I call Anne's husband is Shannon. And B60. Just going to soften.
Happy Teach says, I love Frozen. Old Gobbler 2. Shannon in the house, as if he needed anything.
Oh.
I don't know who that was. Happy Teach says, hi, Mom and Dad. Anne says, I think he needs a new name handle.
Yes, he does. All right. So we've got the hair on this side of her done. Let's do the little bits under her
Old
head.
Gobbler says gobble gobble.
So this is E5-7. Oh my gosh, I just realized I missed part of her hand here. I'm going to go in with E00, just color that in. E55. This here is kind of set farther back and bunched up, so in my mind it would be slightly darker.
Susan says LOL, Kevin.
I
Joy
know.
says Kevin in monotone.
It's driving me nuts.
Susan says, how much more monotone can you be?
I don't like his reading comments voice.
Well, if Joyce was here, she could do it for you.
I think this might be our lowest attended live ever with that with that kind of. I think people will just tune out.
Annie said it's always an ear or a hand or the neck.
Yeah, most of the time, ear for me. I always forget ear. And Ebony, who isn't here, where are you, Ebony? Always reminds me to color the ears. But thankfully, Rapunzel doesn't have any ears that we can see anyway. Yes, he is. He certainly is, Stephanie. E5-3.
He's reading them all to make a point. Ha ha ha.
Kevin, I'm gonna kick you out.
Oh, I snorted.
This is what happens when I ask for help. This is what I get. That's why I just end up doing things on my own.
If only Joyce lived across the strait. I don't know what she's trying to spell. Hopefully street, because straight like that ain't a word.
Yeah. Joyce, there's a house for sale at the end of the street. You could move. You could come to New Brunswick instead of PEI. Just going in with the E5-7, doing a bit of zhuzhing. And then I'll do E5-5. That's my, oh, that's right. It is your house, and you want it. Yes, I know. You just make sure you only do it when he's teaching Joyce and Susan.
Northumberland Strait.
Ah,
Why would you want to live across the Northumberland Strait? He said, if only Joyce lived across the strait. She does live across, does she not?
maybe she's meaning
I'm so confused.
maybe she's meaning from where she is.
I don't. Oh.
Kevin Michael.
Well, still. Joyce is blocked.
Can't block Joyce. We can always count on Joyce to come to our lives.
Anne says, in Kevin's defense, he has been working all day and having to jump through a few hoops for me today. Still loves me, though. That's questionable. Susan says, yes, we will be nice for you and Anne. I just wanted to put my knee up, that's all.
Oh.
That's all.
Well, you can do that all weekend if you'd like. Don't growl at me. Okay, I'm gonna stop judging with their hair. Okay, and let's color her dress. I'm gonna grab my favorite violet combos, which is I just realized I have two V17s. So that one looks dirty. We'll go hope that the other one is a cleaner marker. Yeah, that looks much better. So V17, B15, and B12. So I'm going to start with V17. And I'm going to go right in the crease here. And I am going to I don't know my words today because I am a bit tired. So I'm just going to color.
What are you doing?
I'm just coloring. I don't know how to describe what I'm doing today.
As opposed to.
Well, I'm trying to say, describe why I'm putting my colors where I am. So I'm going to V15 now. I've kind of set in, I guess, where I want to create the creases of the fabric. I guess that's what I'm. So this is V15.
The retreat is going to be a great time. Can't wait. Says Joyce Parks.
Says the missus. She'll get that.
I got another delivery today for stuff for the Canadian retreat, and
You're Kevin's talking for him. So yes, he did. I'm gonna go to B12. Kevin's going to be busy the next while, finishing off all the kits for the retreat. I think, what do you have to do? Is it all the images? Is that all you have to do yet, or?
They're printed out. I just have to cut them down. And then
don't you mean stamped?
Pack them. They know I don't stamp them.
All right, so that's V12. I'm going to go in with the V17 again. V15. I'm going to just do V17 and 15 here. Right. Not loving, so I'm just going to go over some of these areas. So V15 and V12. Kevin, are you watching TikTok while I'm trying to do this?
No, it's not. Old Gobbler 2 says looks good.
Thank you.
That is literally the dumbest name I've ever
Kevin,
seen.
Michael.
Well, really, Old Gobbler 2? Who's number 1? And if there was not a first one to choose, change your name. That is so dumb. Shannon legit just asked if you're coloring the Harry Potter girl. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Then he said, or the Wicked girl. What is wrong with your husband? My lord.
Kevin, Michael.
Annie. I'm married to a clueless man. You sure are. Sorry, my sass is coming out because I'm a little cranky today. Annie can attest to that. I was cranky all day with her.
Welcome to my life, people.
Cranky, cranky, cranky.
Okay, I just did some V12, V15. I'm just gonna pick a few areas. And then go back with the V12.
Say it how you know I said it to him. Laugh out loud.
Okay, we're going with V12.
I don't know what she's talking
I'm gonna color this in just flat for now. Then using my V17, do some of the cast shadows, V15, and V12.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You should see the stitch charms from Pandora. He was laughing about it being the stupidest name. Laugh aloud. He definitely needs to update it for the duck, not turkey.
Okay, I'm going to grab a purple colored pencil. This one looks good.
Oh,
And I'm just going to add some.
Susan said it's the Kevin Michael for me.
Why is that? Because I called you Kevin Michael.
Yeah.
Just going to add that along her sleeve. We'll put it here as well.
See, aren't I more of a hindrance than help?
Yeah, well, you do that on purpose. This
I
is how you
don't.
get out of cleaning and,
I do not.
and things like financial management. Okay, I'm just using my colored pencil just to zhuzh up. Okay.
Joyce is my full name.
Okay. Somebody's got to. Can't just be me. I'm going to go in with a white colored pencil, add some highlights. Okay. And let's add the highlights to her eyes.
Susan told me to tread lightly because of all the Scorpios.
Yeah.
I sent Joyce a private message about using my full name.
Kevin literally is surrounded by Scorpios for people that don't know. I'm a Scorpio. Ian's a Scorpio. Susan's a Scorpio. Two of our dogs are Scorpios. Who else is a Scorpio that's around? My dad is a Scorpio. All right, so we have our cute little Rapunzel colored up.
She is?
Who?
It doesn't look done on my screen.
Well, you probably delayed, Kevin.
Wait. Her whole body? Oh, wait. How did that happen? Why?
Because you weren't paying attention.
No, something's wrong with my feet.
Yeah. If you'd spent less time on the TikTok.
I wasn't even on TikTok. And Anne just put your dad's name. I don't know why.
Because he's a Scorpio.
He is?
Yeah. Remember, if you were paying attention and not on the TikTok.
I wasn't on TikTok. What? Don't TikTok.
If You weren't ADDing. Or ADHD.
Fall retreat is Denise, Nicole, Melissa. Oh my God, how many are there?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Too many Scorpios. This is what happens. I'm surrounded by them all day,
Well,
and then I get cranky.
it's a gift. It's the gift that keeps giving. I'm just going to do a fun little ink blended background. Just need to find, I think we need some Villainous Potion, Kitsch Flamingo, and let's throw in a yellow for giggles. I'm not using the first one.
Joy said she's Cancer. Anne says I'm always on reels all day long. That is so untrue.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit today because I was having a day.
Uh-huh. All right. Let's ink blend.
Stephanie's a Cancer as well. I'm a Gemini Cancer cusp.
Some days he's more Gemini, like today, and other days he's more Cancer. Let's see. Let's start with some, let's go in with the yellow. I'm going to roll up my sleeves so I don't get it. I'm going to start with squeezed lemonade. Just going to put this willy-nilly. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I'm just going to trust my inky blender brush. Villainous Potion. Actually, before I do Villainous Potion, let's do Kitsch Flamingo. Ooh, I love how the two, you kind of get a nice orangey color. I love the oxides. I love my regular distress too. I couldn't pick. It's like asking somebody to pick a favorite child. Just going to go back and forth between the two. Actually, I need, where did I put my, oh, here is what I need. Okay, I'm going to go in with the Villainous Potion. So what's everybody's favorite distress color? Mine is, well, Joyce knows what mine is. I'll let her say. Then I'll see if she's right. But it is like one of my favorite colors. I could not, if I had to pick only one distressing color, it would be the one there. It wouldn't be hard for me to choose.
I forgot about that.
What?
Ian said, laugh out loud, no, but he took a pain med that made him sleepy, and I literally watched him fall asleep while doing work on the iPad. It's true.
When was that?
The other day. I literally was on the phone with her doing my work and I fell asleep. My knee was in a tremendous amount of pain.
Mm-hmm.
It is much better now. Still sore, but better.
It's Salvage Patina.
That's what Joyce said.
Oh, did she? I'm not seeing comments. Oh, okay.
I don't have all the colors. I haven't bought in a while, says Annie Kelly of Florida.
Read. I don't know why I'm fussing about trying to get this perfectly blended because I have a feeling I'm just going to do some stencil.
Susan, Stationery and Stitches from Moncton, says he's just falling asleep because he's old. Hey!
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting closer and closer to 50.
Who is the one who falls asleep? Who?
Who are you talking to?
Who?
Who are you talking to? Me?
You.
Yeah, that's because I've worked a 10-hour day.
You and Steven literally fall asleep mid doing things. Well, more Steven. That's the only time I've done that.
Yeah, I go hard the whole day, and then as soon as I sit down, it's when good luck. Okay, so I've got this kind of cool background. Can you grab me my paper towel, Ken?
Joy said she's on the brisk of 50.
Oh yes, your birthday. Your 50th is it in your June 20? Is it 28th? I can't remember, Joyce.
I feel like it's around the time of the retreat. So. Oh, she's saying that because I called her a boomer in a text minutes ago.
Oh.
Well, it's true. She. Dublin, are you snoring?
Yeah.
Are you snoring?
This is pretty, isn't it? So I just flicked water on it. Now I'm going to do my spritzy on the stencil.
Oh, the 27th is her
Okay,
birthday.
so I was close. I was a day off. So I spritz the back of my stencil. I'll set that down. I think I did this in one of the lives recently.
Steven falls asleep mid-sentence. Oh, Stephanie's birthday is on the 27th as well.
What? Oh, that's right.
And I'm the 20th.
Okay.
Is Stephanie your client, Stephanie?
Yes. The one that we're going to Mean Girls with.
Right. They just never paid attention to her last name. Sorry.
Okay. So kind of have this fun background. And I think I want to do some regular distress over top of this.
That's cool.
Just going to clean this off. See, this is why I get along with Joyce and Stephanie. I can handle the cancer people. Okay, so I'm going to grab my regular distress now. I think I'm going to come in with the Villainous Potion. I'm going to grab a purple.
What? Purple?
Okay. This is regular distress. And I'm just going to go over top. And because regular distress is more translucent, where the oxide's opaque, you can really layer and build. Like you can see, you couldn't see this area of the flower of the stencil. It was so faint, but the regular distress just picked that right up. Okay. I'm going to go in with some, make sure you use separate brushes between your oxides and your distress. I'm going to go in with Squeeze Lemonade and regular distress. That just really punches that up. Like you can see the difference. Gives it that nice shine.
Ian says I seem to have more tourist connections. Stamp Anything says Kevin sends his apologies for being an old monotone crank this evening. Stamp Anything says he also thinks that he has the best boss ever and that her husband is a real catch and that Steven has pretty blue eyes that can get away with murder.
Who's saying that?
Whoever Stamp Anything is, whoever's on that account.
Well, now I'm confused. Who is on Stamp Anything?
I don't know.
Well, is it you?
Anne says Steven does have the pretty blues.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here.
I'm on the Stamp Anything account.
Okay. All right, let's do another layer of spritz.
Susan is loving your background.
Oh, thank you. And what's neat when you do, when you spritz water on top of distress, you get a different water wicking effect. But you can see how this is really becoming more dimensional with the layers. You can see some of the splatters that we went over top. We see the newer, brighter splatters. Okay. And then I think, where did I put the stencil? I think I'm going to grab the stencil and I'm going to just do a little bit. I think I'm going to grab what's the new Uncharted Mariner? I think that's the color. Yes. I'm going to use some of that in regular distress. And this might ruin it. It might not. We'll find out. But I just want to put a little something just to give it a little something something.
The colors are perfectly tangled, pun intended, from Annie. Old Gobbler, on the pecking order of cranks, the top rung used to sit on the benches at Walmart. Probably why Walmart doesn't have benches in the front. I don't know what that means. And Caffeine 22 says, "Hi everyone."
Hello.
I'm not sure who Caffeine 22 is or where they're from. Caffeine 22, introduce yourself.
See if I can match this up. There we go.
I'm very, very confused by Shannon's comment because I have no idea what he's talking about.
Just going to spritz this again just to bring it all together.
And I had to ask him to.
I think it's because Shannon's been in the Florida sun too much today. Okay, so here is our magical background. Now we're going to cut it up.
So Caffeine 22 is, "Hi, I'm Cindy and live in New Jersey." I'm pretty sure that's what NJ is. I recently went to the Incredible Weekend.
Yes, I was going to say, yes. Hello, Cindy. I know you. And Cindy, were you at our, do you come to our regular retreats too? Or am I thinking of a different Cindy?
I think you're thinking about California now. Florida, Cindy.
Yeah, me. I think you're right. Yes. But yes, I know. I saw you at the Incredibles. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little more. And the longer this water sits, you'll get kind of more bleachy. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to wash my hands because I don't want to get it on my image I colored. I'll be right back.
So Cindy says she hasn't been to a regular retreat yet. Hopefully that means one day she will. Well, Cindy, we always still have the cruise retreat in August. The fall retreat has already filled up and sold out. And the Canada retreat is full as well.
There's always the wait list for retreats too.
Yes.
Okay. So here's my Rapunzel. And I'm just looking at her. And I'm thinking I want her to swing down. So I'm going to grab. Oh, do you have my metal ruler, Kevin?
No, I don't know where it is.
Oh, man. Okay, now how am I supposed to do this?
There's a. This
I'll cut
ruler.
into it.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I never used it. I'm being blamed.
Yeah, because you always take my stuff.
I never touched your ruler.
Where's the Fiskars trimmer?
What does that look like?
The one with the orange, you were using it before.
With the orange?
Yeah, it has like the orange manual.
Isn't that the one that you found up here?
I don't know. Yeah, is it up there somewhere?
Isn't it that right there?
Where?
That. Oh, no,
No, that's a Tim Holtz trimmer.
I never used a Fiskars.
Yeah, you had the red one.
Red.
I'm not going to be able to do this. I need a metal ruler. I need something that I can. Oh, here, I found it.
Oh, so you just found the.
Yeah, it wasn't where it was supposed to be.
And then I never had a Fiskars trimmer. I never used one.
Yeah,
is that the kind that is with the little blade with the little orange thing that goes back and forth? Yeah, I've never touched that. I don't know what that is. Okay. I use my Caterpillar products. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So I'm gonna get out an X-Acto knife. I'm gonna do a slider card like the old ghetto days before there were dies. Why is this not? There we go. So I am. So probably from here. Cut through.
Joy sent me a private message saying she thinks that's going to be her birthday card.
Sure. Should I hand it to you at the retreat, Joyce? Okay. And I'm going to make another notch. Okay. Okay, just going to create a channel, and I want to save this piece to put behind. Oh yes, you want the I should bring my tiara as well to the retreat for you. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I want her. So she's going to slide down that way. I want to create I always like to do a matting on my card. So I'm going to cut some of the edges off. I'm going to make it 5 1/4 by 4. just cutting this down. Okay. So I did have a piece of paper. Okay, let's just create a fold. I do not know where anything is in this craft room right now because it's a disaster for the Incredibles retreat and prepping for the Canadian retreat. Okay, so I want to set, oh wait, is this not a proper A2 size card?
To me?
No, I'm talking to myself. This card. No, it's 5 1/4.
Do you need a
Do you have a
base?
card base? Yeah.
I like this kind of base, which would be an A2, but it's not.
Yeah.
Back.
That's fine. Okay, this is better. Okay, so I want to pop this guy on. Just going to clean that up. And a die makes this so much easier. We do have a couple of dies, but I don't think any straight line dies, right, Anne? That are available on the website. Okay, where did my foam? There's my foam tape. So I'm going to pop this panel up, but maybe first we want to stamp a sentiment on it. Oh yes, we got to do best day ever, since it's Joyce's birthday card. So if we have her, actually, you know what? I'm going to do it on a banner before. I'm not going to stamp it direct on here because this is going to need something else. If it's just going to be a slider. Sentiment strips. Oh, that would have worked too. The sentiment strips. I never even thought of those. Okay. So I'm going to flip this over. We're going to foam this bad boy up.
I know we're grumpy today.
Oh, the sentiment strips are out of stock. Okay. But if anybody has the sentiment strips, those would be perfect. You could literally just throw that die down. Kev, can you not make?
Sorry. That's your happy noise.
Okay, I'm gonna get this as I have to stand up to do this. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to.
Oh, she wants to know if you're doing it as a penny slider.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we don't have.
I actually have a US penny right here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, see, Anne said shine. I hear shine, and Susan was like shine.
Yeah.
They know her crazy dog.
So I'm just gonna pop this piece in, get it down.
And Nick says happy in her bed, sleeping, right beside me.
Oh no.
Right here.
Oh no.
What? Oh no.
My slider. I'm gonna have to rip this up. Get in here. It is much easier if you use the proper.
So what kind of slider die was the other one that we actually have?
What do you mean?
The slider die.
Hold on, I'm taking all my mental capacity to get this in. Where is my pokey tool? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Actually, I have a. I'm gonna use this Canadian dime. Let's get that in. And this. Oh, maybe the penny might be a bit. Yeah, the pennies.
Dime might be too thin, though.
Yeah, you know what? I think these coins. I should have probably doubled it. Well, there's a penny in here. I am going to. Maybe this will work with just. Can you imagine if this just doesn't work? Could you get me another dime, Kevin?
Oh, would a quarter or something?
No, just a dime. I have, I have dimes down in Park Avenue.
Probably have a dime in the loft.
Oops. We're gonna pop. And actually, I'm gonna glue this too. Boy, if there can be a issue tonight, there's going to be an issue. 11 cents. Yes, this is an 11-cent card I've spent on. Well, actually, it'll be 21 cents. I'm going to do 2 just because I don't want Rapunzel to be somersaulting. Okay. There, now this card, because we lost the penny inside of it.
It's a shaker card. You can hear the sound of it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take off.
Oh, it's an American penny. So yeah. So now if you have 2 dimes, that's 20 Canadian cents. So 1 American penny is probably worth 5 cents Canadian.
Yeah.
So it's a 25 cent.
Let's see, get this lined up. Okay, we're gonna go like that, and I know I don't want her higher than that. Let's just see, is she gonna slide down? Look at that. We've created our slider card. And I know if you use, where's my anti-static? This apparently makes things slide a bit better. Oh, now it's not worth the American penny anymore. I got that out. There we go. Ta-da!
What is that?
I would like it if I could have some kind of something to block this out. I wonder if it needs, in the retreat, remember the spring retreat, we had that tree canopy die. Can you grab me that? Because I could put that at the top.
Are you talking about the backyard builder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I could put that at the top, and it's like she's swinging down from it. What does everybody think of this so far? This would be a fun thing to do with our Bewitched set. Samantha, where she's on the broom. You could have her.
See, you could have had her out of the tower window. Look, with the arched window on the side. She could have been coming out of a tower window. There's the magical window. Sorry, I'm looking for the tree builder here. Oh, here, my backyard builder. This one, this treetop one. that what you were talking
Yes, this works. Yeah, so this one's the My Backyard Builder. I don't know if this is still available,
I feel like no.
but this, I feel like it's missing a die because I think this is the shrubs, but okay, I'm just gonna grab a green, a light green if I can find it. Yeah, it would be cute to do with. You could even do that with the lanterns in the set. You could do a whole pile of the lanterns, and they could be going up and down. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this. Okay. Where is the die cut machine?
This one?
Yes.
What if you could have? Oh, see, I think you could have used that arch top slider too, because you could have had it upside down, and she could have been like this.
What?
She could have been swinging like that.
Yeah, probably that would have worked. Just gonna cut these two out and see what happens.
If anybody has the arch top slider die from us, you should try making this card with that and see if that works. I think it would work like that.
Okay. So, and then if we ink blend, maybe if I do two, could do that and that.
Hi, baby. Why don't you come lay down here? Come.
And then do I want to do? Yeah, we'll go.
Oh, Joy says she has the arch slider die.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
Joyce,
go.
you should try it. Because you just watched this tutorial and you've done the retreat, so I know you can color. So why don't you color her up and try making a similar card where she swings her. Do we have any videos using it? That isn't any question. But I don't think it's actually that hard.
I just grabbed green in distress. I'm gonna do rustic wilderness.
Did the arch slider come out with the Quad Cuties?
I think so.
Yeah, Joyce, I think it's pretty easy to use, but we can always figure it out together.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same principle as what we've done tonight. Okay. So we will put that. Just inking the edges.
So Annie said she thinks there is a project with it. So Joyce, maybe we have a video?
Yeah, if I don't know if the link is it sold out, or because I know there used to be a tutorial on the website. If there was a video tutorial for some.
Oh wait, it's still in stock, so there should be the video. Let me look. Okay, so I see that it is still in stock. The arch top slider die. There's the little thing. Yeah, if you did it upside down, this would work perfectly.
What do you guys think? Should I put the tree canopy at the top or no? Yes or no? Let me know. And then she'd slide down. kind of wish.
Oh, Allison Hakila did one. I'm seeing that right now.
This might need a third. I just wish it would hide this, like if I did. Where it kind of hid the hair so you don't see.
Annie said she likes it without, to be honest.
Okay, well then maybe I'll just leave it without. And should I just do some of my signature? You know, I could put some of these. I have gold. Oh, these might even be cute too, the little bubbles. And then just stamp the sentiment. Best day ever on there. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that then. Oh my gosh, everything's falling. I'm cleaning this up tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight.
Well, I need to get this one clean before Frank gets here.
Grab a sentiment strip or sentiment. Let's see if I can get this. There is a tree trunk with it, but I don't know how I'd get it on. Without it disrupting the slider. Okay, I'm gonna do a leap of faith here. I'm gonna try stamping. Let's hope I don't ruin
Oh
this.
yeah, the new poo dye had one.
Oh!
Which is right here then.
Let's see before I stamp this.
Oh yeah, this tree trunk.
See, I don't think I'd be able to fit that. God, that would have been perfect
If
to
you cut the whole
use.
side off.
Everybody who's in Stamp Club, this would be perfect to do with this. Could cut that out. That's a great idea. Okay, should I do that? Let me know. In that case, the sentiment would need to be right here. So that's what I'm going to pop that on.
Show them into the bookmark.
I will.
Wait, where's
Best day ever. I love that.
was that Anne's idea?
Well, Stephanie suggested a tree trunk, and I
Oh,
completely forgot. And then I could still use, this with that up there. We're doing it. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, Joy says her birthday twin has
yeah.
some great ideas.
All right. I need to find some brown. Where are you, brown? Is this brown? Yes. Yes, we'll do that. We'll make it skinnier. Okay, so let's cut this die, and then we can cut off what we don't need. Oh my gosh. It is a literal disaster in here. Okay. As I throw paper on the floor. All right. I love this die. I never even got to use it last month. Can you put this and this in the package? So this is the, what's the name of this?
The 100-acre wood builder die.
Yeah. So that was from, I don't think there is any of that one left. So if we just kind of cut off maybe a 1/4 of an inch of this.
And just to let people know, we're kind of low on stock on best day ever stuff.
Oh, are we low?
Starting to go low.
Yeah. So Kevin said we're starting to get low on some of the best day ever. That worked. Okay, I'm gonna cut. Okay, so I cut about a 1/4 of an inch off.
Julie Murphy's here.
Hello, Julie. I think I want to go. I'm gonna cut the bottom of this off, just so it works a bit better. Make it straight. Okay, so I'm gonna go like that. Okay, let's glue this on. Okay, glue her down. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this up. Or no, where is the one? Did I lose the piece I wanted to use? Green piece, where'd you go? Oh, under the thing. There we go. There we go. And I want to put that on, but I want to cut. I might just leave it, have it overlap ever so slightly. I want this. I think I like the multi-layer of that and that. So I'm gonna just go like this. Cut that off. Okay, and I'm gonna glue just so it layers nice. There we go. Okay, now let's pop this up. And then we maybe add a little bit of glitzy embellishment. Now the only thing that's kind of sucks is, well, I could remove this part of the branch. What do you think I should do? Should I cut that so she can go all the way up? Actually, I don't know if it even makes that much of a difference. Okay. Will she go? Okay, I'm gonna plop her down. Okay, and hopefully she'll go under. Let's see, will she slide? There we go. All right. Now I'm going to just put a little bit of these as a finishing touch. So we can put that here under there. just going to put that kind of around the sentiment, I think.
Fine.
Sorry, our neighbor's dog is barking and it's setting off the bark brigade. And I apologize if you have dogs at home.
Girls, shush, shush. Can't run after you right now. Girls, no, no. No, no, girls. Girls! Shushy, shush.
Go like that. Okay, I'm going to stick these down, and then we are good to go. What?
Stephanie asked if it was the gremlin dog. No,
Oh,
the other dog's across the street. The gremlin dog.
yeah, she knows. She's nicer calling it a gremlin dog. I call it something else. Oops. Well, I guess it's going to be, where did that piece go?
Should I go stop?
Yeah, sure. Oh my God, it's sticking to me.
Oh, no, stop.
All right, here is our slider card.
Girls, no, no.
I've got extra. There we go. So best day ever, and it worked out that she perfectly stops right by her sentiment. But yeah,
Ooh,
if I could have done something different, I would have liked for this to have been covered so it looks like she's not, her hair hasn't snapped off and she's free falling. But and you know what else I would do? I'm gonna actually rip this off and I'm gonna put a double layer because it needs a double layer so she doesn't hit that. Here. This is a thick card. There we go. So now she won't bump.
Shine.
There we go. There's our card. Our slider card, fun card, turned out better than I was hoping. Thanks for the idea, Stephanie, for the trunk, and Anne for suggesting the 100 Acre Woods. But yeah, that's true. We could add some leaves. I could add the other die, have it come. Here, let me see. Where did that one go? Maybe we can quickly do that before we end. Yeah, let's try that. Run this through the die cut machine because we want it to be perfect. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I can't wait to see what everybody creates using this release. You haven't got it, Kevin said, limited stock, especially the dies. If you're sitting on the dies, grab them because those, when they're gone, they aren't restocked. And we'll sometimes restock the stamp sets, but dies will not be restocked. Okay, where did that green? Okay. Let's see if we do something like we put like that. We could cut this. So we have it kind of, we know that's the lowest. So if I cut it like that. And if I go about like that, I can, where are my scissors? I'm being fussy now. I've lost my scissors. Well, for the purpose of this, I'll just use these. Okay, so if we go like that, see if we can tuck this under. Like that. And then if we do another layer like this, yeah, that can work. Okay. And then if I go like so, that kind of hides. So I'm just going to glue. And then we'll double layer the foam just so it doesn't collapse here. Okay, and I'm going to take the back off. There we go. And I need to glue that down. Okay, there we go. Get her back under there. So there. Now we've got our best day ever birthday card for Joyce. Let's see. All right. So there we go. We're all done. What's this, 28 minutes? Are you saying about fixing this? All right, so I'm gonna call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to grab the new release while you still can before it sells out. And we will see you guys next month for another amazing release. If you haven't signed up for Stamp Club, please make sure you do. I am not just saying it, I really mean it, but what we have coming out for the rest of the year, I love and it just gets better and better and better each month. If you can believe that, but it really, really does. So I'm going to call it. Have a wonderful night. Thank you to everybody who joined me. And let's see, can I remember how to, oh yeah, end stream. There we go. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.